These things are usually stacked up like buildings. And this side is completely empty. Look, there's no boats, there's no nothing. There's just this stack of cans. That's it. Now, I'm going to take y'all around to another part of the ports to show y'all how empty this is. Because this is the stuff that we buy, the stuff that we shop for in stores. And if there's no cans here, there's no imports. Look at that. You can see all the way over to trucks going on the other side, which lets you know that this is deserted. I should have took a video of the other port that I just came from, which was the China port called Yangming. There's no, this is just as empty as this one. There's nothing going on. And there's no trucks here. And this place is usually having hundreds of trucks. Look, there's one. That's an empty can that they're bringing. So mostly it's like empty cans are coming in and there's nothing going out. So there's, I mean, y'all better buy whatever y'all gonna buy because there's no telling how long this is gonna go on. And apparently this is supposed to be because of the coronavirus. Now, this is a real view. This is the real deal of what's going on. This is not something that's seen on the news. This is me out here on the field doing this, letting y'all know what's going on.
Hey guys, Sean from SGT Report here with an important update. This is a follow-up to the video I just posted last night titled, "Fear is a Contagion of Its Own." The soundbite you just heard was from the YouTube channel Leondra Sims. The person whose voice you just heard is a truck driver, and at the end of this video, I'm going to play 3 short videos that truck driver posted in full, because I've been at this for a very long time, and if you take a look at the likes to dislikes ratio on my video from last night, Fear is a Contagion of Its Own, 3,100 likes and 184 dislikes, but there was definitely a coordinated attack in the comments section to call that video fear-mongering. And what I'd like to point out is that, as I've discussed in detail, this virus is not like the flu. It's not a common cold. It is a bioweapon. It was manipulated and genetically altered and created in a level 4 bioweapons lab. And whether it leaked out or was released on purpose, it is a threat. It's a threat not only to public health, it's a threat to our economy. And that's why I've been making these videos about preparing. You need to prepare. You can call it fear-mongering all day long if you'd like, but the fact of the matter is the economy is going to be devastated by this thing if it's not contained. And right now it looks like it's not going to be contained. Governor Cuomo declares state of emergency as 21 more coronavirus cases confirmed in New York, and Americans continue their epic run on Costco. Now again, if you look at that port,
hundreds of trucks are usually over here at night. Look at this. Look, it's automated. There's no trucks here, nothing.
There's nothing coming into this country. Smart people are starting to prepare. And as I said in my video last night, fear can be a contagion of its own. And the fear is spreading, not because I'm telling you what's going on with the economy, not because I'm telling you that it's a bioweapon, not because I'm actually trying to cover the real news here, but because people have common sense and they can do the math. If China's shut down, it's going to have a ripple effect on the global economy, which is why we continue to see the stock market struggle. Now, I'd like to add that clearly this whole thing, this pandemic, can be used and is probably being used by the global elite to do exactly what it's doing, to bring global economies to their knees, to help roll out an even more tyrannical surveillance state in China, and eventually perhaps here in the United States, to roll out a mandatory vaccine which may do more harm than help. We're going to keep our eye on all of it because we're well aware of all of this stuff. I'm one of the few sources that will tell you that this thing is a bioweapon. And experts like Francis Boyle have said that it contains a SARS signature, a MERS signature, and an HIV signature, any one of which can attack your body. And when your body tries to create antibodies against any one of those signatures, your body can be attacked by one of the other 2 signatures. So this thing is very, very dangerous. So anybody who wants to call this type of reporting fear-mongering, I will just ban you from the channel. It's not helpful, it's not constructive, and it's not true. The fact of the matter is, This thing is beginning to spread in the United States, and God forbid it spreads like we've seen it spread in Wuhan. According to this report, all hospital beds in the United States will be filled with patients by about May 8th due to coronavirus. Now, this is analysis that I think is worthy of reading. Liz Specht, a PhD in biology and associate director of science and technology for the Good Faith Institute, laid out her concerns on Twitter. She says, I think most people aren't aware of the risk of systemic healthcare failure due to COVID-19 because they simply haven't run the numbers. Let's talk math. Let's conservatively assume there are 2,000 cases in the US today, March 6th. This is about 8 times the number of confirmed lab-diagnosed cases. We know that there is substantial underdiagnosis due to lack of test kits. And she goes on to run the math. Guys, you have to remember, this thing has an incubation period of 24 days and perhaps even longer than that. That means people that have it don't know they have it and can spread it. Now, if you want to call that fear-mongering, go ahead. I'll just delete you from this channel. And as I noted in the comments section below my video from last night, that video was not about making people afraid. That video was about getting people to prepare. And according to Liz here, she says, and yes, you really should prepare to buckle down for a bit. All services and supply chains will be impacted. Why risk the stress of being ill-prepared? That's the point of this kind of reporting. And if you don't like the truth about this thing, then don't watch Peak Prosperity and the analysis being done by Chris Martenson. Don't watch the Mike Adams reports, and don't click play on my videos either. Liz Specht concludes, this is not some hypothetical fear-mongering worst-case scenario. This is reality, as far as anyone can tell with current available data. So friends, stay tuned. Later today, I'll be posting my new interview with Jim Willey, and it is a bit of a wake-up call, so I hope you tune in. And we're going to conclude this video with the reality of one of these West Coast ports that should be filled to the brim with trucks and boxes, but is nearly completely empty. Here are the videos from the YouTube channel, Leondra Sims. Thanks for tuning in. God bless.
Hey y'all. Okay, y'all, anybody who know me know that I work over here at the port. Well, I want y'all to see this because this is the stuff that gets sent into us, from China and other places, to let us know, the stuff that we buy and go shopping for. As you can see, I'm in my truck. Sorry, it's dark. Let me turn the light on. As y'all can see, I am in a truck. I am in my truck. I only go to the port, so I don't do, I don't have no super, living condition stuff. But if you look over here at this side, you can see these cans? They normally stacked up as high as a building. But for some reason, it's empty. Let me get out and show y'all. Now, I'm not supposed to be videoing over here, so I'm going to try to keep this as low profile as possible. But check this out. See these cans? They not that tall. These things are usually stacked up like buildings. And this side is completely empty. Look, there's no boats. There's no nothing. There's just this stack of cans. That's it. Now, I'm going to take y'all around to another part of the ports to show y'all how empty this is. Because this is the stuff that we buy, the stuff that we shop for in stores. And if there's no cans here, there's no imports. Look at that. You can see all the way over to trucks going on the other side, which lets you know that this is deserted. I should have took a video of the other port that I just came from, which was the China port called Yangming. This is just as empty as this one. There's nothing going on. And there's no trucks here. And this place is usually having hundreds of trucks. Look, there's one. That's an empty can that they're bringing. So mostly it's like empty cans are coming in and there's nothing going out. So y'all better buy whatever y'all gonna buy because there's no telling how long this is gonna go on. And apparently this is supposed to be because of the coronavirus. Now, this is a real view. This is the real deal of what's going on. This is not something that's seen on the news. This is me out here on the field doing this, letting y'all know what's going on. That truck, it probably got a load, but look at this. This place is empty. These things are tall as buildings and stacked a lot, but it's not happening today. So I'm walking around to show y'all what's going on. Look at this. This is open. This is never open. I can never walk through here like this. Look at that. That's just a few. It's usually stacked like real tall and a lot. Look at this. All this empty space. This is no products coming in. So if y'all want to know for sure what's happening with the coronavirus, this is what's happening. No imports. Okay, y'all. Here's another video. This is the China port. Remember what I told y'all before? I'm on the ground level. Look at this. This port is empty. There's nothing going on over here. There's a truck, one truck. There's not very many trucks. But this is supposed to be a product of the coronavirus. The port is empty. This is the China port. I'm sorry I'm driving right now. Driving a video in the port. This is all bad, but you know, hey. See these cans? They're all on wheels because there's no need in them being in a stack, which they're normally stacked as high as buildings, but they're not because there's not enough for them to load. But this is the China port. I want y'all to see this. See over there? There's a lot of cans. I'm gonna get out in a minute. There's a lot of cans, but I think those might be where you drop the empties at. As a matter of fact, it is. It's where you drop the empties. Sorry about the ugliness of my dirty windshield. But yeah, look at that. Those are the empty cans. There is no more. This port is just empty. Look, they're barely even stacked. Normally you can't see the trucks on the other side, but I can see them. Look at this. They're barely stacked, and they're usually as tall as buildings. Now this is field work. I'm in a truck, showing y'all what this looks like from the ground. Nothing going on in the China port. All right, y'all, here we go. Part 5, another empty port in California. This one is an automated one, so it's kind of hard to see, but I'll show you. Here's 2 trucks right here that are picking up loads. And here I am dropping off an empty. Hold on, I know it's kind of hard to see, but give me a second. Okay, there are some trucks over here coming to pick up loads. 1 second. Looks like this because this is what it looks like from the ground level. So I gotta go stand in this ship booth right here, but I'm finna walk this way so y'all can see. But if you look over here, it's only 10 o'clock at night and this place is empty. It's usually packed with drivers, like hundreds of trucks are usually over here at night. Look at this. Look, it's automated. There's no trucks here, nothing. If you look back there, you can't see any cans. They're like, the stacks are really low when they're really usually really high. But if you look around, there's nobody here. This port is empty, and this is a totally different port. This is an automated one. I guess it's products of Donald Trump making America great again. No imports.